Intel Extreme Masters Singapore Challenge. I am Jorisar. With me, this handsome lad is Artosis, and we're going to go straight into the next game here between Charred Fury and Flash Blysk here on Ohana. We have, spawning in the bottom right, guys, as the blue Protoss player, it is Flash Blysk winning the first game over his local hero, Zergapone. Of course, both of these guys from Singapore. Now, can this guy bring the series back? It is, of course, Charred Fury.
All right. So I want to give a quick little shout out to Patriot Memory.
That's right, man.
Sponsoring the stream this weekend so that it's HD and free for everyone out there.
Pretty useful.
Yeah. And you know what else is useful?
What's
memory
that?
for your computer, because it can't run without it. So
Totally,
go get
man.
some Patriot Memory, everyone.
But you know what's important with that memory? You need the power to keep it going, Artosis. And
I guess you do.
Intel conveniently provide that for us. And tying it all together, of course, our broadcast partner. It's all in free HD, but it is coming at you via Twitch TV.
And that's right. And we're watching on BenQ monitors,
That's
which are
true,
kick-ass.
man.
And the third and final sponsor of the Intel Extreme Masters. And I gotta tell you, BenQ's great monitors. I have one at home.
They are, man.
I really like it. I have a lot of different monitors, and that's my favorite one right now.
They're just generally very good, and importantly, noticeably different after hours of gaming on the eyes. I've been told by a lot of pro gamers that they genuinely prefer the BenQ monitors because they don't feel as tired.
You need a high refresh rate and really quality picture, or it can absolutely make your eyes tired. Trust me, I've been playing StarCraft for now 14 years or something, so...
I guess that gives you a bit of an opinion.
Yeah, well, which means I've used the crappiest monitor technology. The fact that I'm not blind by this point is actually astounding.
It's a miracle.
So, see some pretty fancy juking and jiving here by Blysk, doing a good job, delaying that hatchery a little bit, forcing the two drones as well. Yeah, that was a pretty well-delayed hatchery. Got to give that to him. Everything looking pretty normal right now, so I want to jibber-jabber with you a little bit here, Jorisar.
All right, let's go.
Jorisar's jibber-jabber.
Jibber-jabber.
All right, here we go.
Let's go for it.
Who do you think is going to end up winning this tournament? Bam, there I said it.
MC.
MC? Well, he's
Gut
always a good
reaction.
guess. I always make this joke with Tasteless on GomTV at gomtv.net. Check that out if you want. It's the greatest esports show. It's on like almost every day. Anyways,
It's true.
yeah, it's a good show. But I always joke with them that if you just every tournament, whether they're in it or not, you just guess MC will win or MVP will win. It's always a good guess, right?
Nestie's got it.
Well, Nestie hasn't won as many tournaments, although he's won almost as much money. That's
true,
a little bit
man.
more selective with his tournament wins, I guess. But no, that's. I mean, he's always a good guess, MC. If let's say that MC doesn't win, do you have a second pick? Like, do you just have someone you think is going to get second, or like would win if MC were not?
Oh, but that one I honestly think is a much tougher question.
Yeah.
I'm a little biased. I play Terrans. I kind of want to see Lucifron go far. But I think,
yeah. Lucifron could go really far in this tournament.
But I honestly think, if we're talking Terrans, I think Sting's a lot more of a dark horse than most people realize. Like, I think a lot of people look at the open bracket and go, oh, well, Sting, he's, like, really good, but Lucifron's there. And I'm thinking, well, that's true, but if Sting got up on the right side of bed and he had his perfect breakfast and, like, he's just feeling really good, I wouldn't want to mess with that guy.
And the breakfast buffet here is actually fantastic, so
it's
he
tasty,
could have
man.
that perfect breakfast, I think.
Exactly.
All right, yeah, all right. I like your
We'll
answers.
see.
Thanks, man.
No, it's good, man.
Huh. Well, we see in this game Fury going for that same gas timing as before. The really quick +1 once again for Blysk. Will he be going for that fast expansion? He could be, and Fury was already working on the rocks, so that's going to be easier for him to do because now he can get out sooner if that's what he wants to go for. And you know, guys, the +1 attack, 4 gates plus Robo for Immortals and Observers. It's really safe for taking that third base, but hold the phone. It's a Stargate.
Oh, lordy, lordy. Okay, so this is going to get interesting pretty quickly here. So, oh, and do the Lings actually spot the Stargate? Yes, they go back in so he can click on that building, and Fury knows the Stargate is incoming.
That was good. That's worth those lings to know for sure. He knows an Evolution Shaper starts immediately afterwards. Also starting another couple gas at this point, so it's looking to me like he wants to go to layer relatively quickly here. But he, I mean, he has a lot of larvae sitting around here.
Wonder what he's going to be doing with those current work account guys.
He has 13 larvae, but he's like not supply capped him. Okay, now he finally supply caps.
There you go. And it's not because the Overlord died.
No,
although that is supply.
He did it right
well,
before, yeah. That was weird though. Anyways, so gonna be a Phoenix, and it looks like he wants to pool his Phoenixes. He may be wondering, did that Ling see it? Sometimes it's hard to judge exactly where you killed a unit and if it saw. I think in this case he should probably know, which means his Phoenixes should immediately start picking off Overlords that are near him. You only hide them when you think your opponent might not know, so that you can get across the map and actually do damage before spores.
But the spores are already up, unfortunately.
So he should be utilizing every second of those Phoenixes being out.
He does only have, I think, the one spore crawler in the third as it currently stands. The second one being started in the main base as well. Nothing in the natural, but oh no, pardon me. There's actually one in a really curious position, sort of next to the ramp in the natural, presumably in case the Phoenixes want to go around something. But he's got 2 queens there, so it should be okay.
Yeah, you know, having the second queen there to help out, maybe that's why he has that. That's an interesting location, though. You're right. Okay, so layer is on the way. A bunch of lings as well. I think those lings are just going to be kind of scouting lings, making sure no shenanigans do occur. Might be able to slow down the third base of his opponent. Normally, Stargate builds go into third bases, so.
I think Blysk does believe that Fury hasn't seen the Stargate, because he sent a single Stalker to take out that Overlord, and then move the Phoenix around on that side, knowing that the Overlord there is
so he does
gone.
think that. He's in for a rude awakening when the Spore crawler
There's
starts
the
to attack.
Spore.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying. But he'll still do some damage at least. These Spores aren't perfectly placed. The Queens aren't perfectly placed. And he has the potential to do some damage. Like, see, right there, bam, he's going to kill a Queen already.
We need to rally the rest of the Queens. If the Queens move up here one at a time, they are actually just sitting ducks to this many Phoenixes, so he needs to be a bit careful. Here goes another lift, but there is a second Queen there. I think, no, this Queen's actually going to go down. There's no transfuse on the Queen on the ground. And
that was a high energy Queen, too. Now he's going to pick up some drones. Doesn't want to lose that one Phoenix. Oh, and actually stopped getting attacked. Okay, so this is actually a lot of damage for someone that has scouted the Phoenixes. But, you know.
I'm surprised, to be honest. Like, this is, the Phoenix is still just having, really, you want to be sending 2 or 3 Queens together to try and stop them out in the middle of the map.
Yeah, or just sitting near your spores, and you know you always take a certain amount of damage from a skilled Phoenix user, which obviously Blysk is.
And the third base gets cancelled from Blysk. A bunch of Zerglings there.
That's exactly what he wanted to do.
It was cancelled. It wasn't taken out, and a warp into Zealots is going to force those Zerglings away. And once again, Fury. I mean, combination of those Phoenixes as well. Now supply blocked hard as well.
If I was Fury, I'd be furious at the moment. He's in some trouble. Look at this, 79 supply against 104 ZVP at this stage of the game. Blysk is doing a great job with these Phoenixes, really. He's cleaned up a ton of Overlords, a ton of Queens, a decent amount of drones. He killed something like 6 drones already. Yeah. So, I mean, this is...
Oh, wow.
What?
Dude, hide and seek, man.
How are you attacking those rocks?
Oh, and he gets away as well. Sick metagame. He's probably, like, played this map so many times. This is where to hide the Overlords, and there's like 12 of them in there.
You hide it in the rock, and then you're like, why are my Phoenixes attacking the rock? They only do plus damage to light. They're never going to kill a rock.
If there was no auto attack on the Phoenixes, you just hide all your Overlords inside the rock. You're set for the entire game.
There you go. That's a good idea. I think you'd have to be right-clicking quite a bit to keep them all in there.
I like what Fury's doing, though. He's obviously he's in a little bit of a rough position right now. He knows the Phoenixes are trying to keep him pinned back, so you can't really lift hatcheries, right? So just take the 4th really quickly. It does leave him like super open to just a frontal attack from Blysk, and that's a risk he's going to have to take. And unfortunately, Blysk has already scouted the 4th going down, so I wonder if he's going to go for some sort of timing here.
Oh my god, 2 more Overlords.
Not again.
And he's even got an Overlord speed at this point to try to prevent this from occurring so much. But at this point, he's killed so many Overlords. I wish we had an Overlord kill counter.
The unit's loss tab does not look pretty, man.
No, it does not. It's it's like 4 times as much loss. All right, 5 kills, 4, 4, 4, and these are mostly expensive things. Now, a lot of energy being used, and he even kills off some of these. So it looks like the Phoenixes are about done now with one Phoenix left is like the sound of one hand clapping.
That's not very loud, man.
No, it's pretty useless,
like,
actually.
if you're really good, I think you can
An old
clap with one
Artosis
hand.
proverb right there. Okay, so at this point, you know, it's pretty rough, guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Blysk is up by 20 supply. He's got 3 bases against a 4th base Zerg that is barely mining from it, and it's pretty late for the circumstance. He's got only a handful of infestors. A lot of them don't have much energy. This timing attack should will wipe out the 4th base 100% and may even end up killing him.
And I know sometimes people are like, well, he's ahead a little bit in supply, but that's because it's all in workers, and now we're in a situation where the Zerg could just max out his army. Not the case here. They were simply equal on workers. Blysk did a lot of damage, leaving a single zealot there so that the very nice, so that the broodlings, when they pop out, don't necessarily get too much damage done to the army, and just repositioning in case Fury wanted to go for a counterattack. So he's just closing all the doors right
Exactly. That's the best way to say. He's closing all the doors for the Zerg here, being very careful and methodical. Yeah, it's a good fungal, but at this point, do those fungals really help that much? He's slowing down the army, he's damaging the army, but in the end, it will not be enough to actually kill him. And this army is coming for you, like it or not, Fury. Pretty tough situation for him to actually hold here.
Oh, the Infestors going down first, not the kind of thing you want. He got a couple of good fungals off earlier, but the fungals themselves are no good unless you follow up, because they have these things called shields, Artosis, and they recharge, and that's pretty useful. These roaches running more than they are attacking at the moment. They get completely obliterated, and now Blysk moves in for the kill.
And GG, that is it. Blysk takes down the series 2-0. Really solid play by Blysk overall, actually. You know, the first game was, I thought, just like maybe a little bit sloppy, but this game, he showed that actually he is very smooth with Phoenix builds. Like, he actually knew how to fly around. He knew what to look for, what to pick off, and his follow-up was very strong. That was a good follow-up. That was pretty standard for how you play a Phoenix open. You take that 3rd base, you get a few Colossus, and you try to do a timing on their 4th, and it worked out perfect.